It's the Year of Shame Challenge.
Hello everyone, welcome to episode 2 of the Year of Shame number 5 challenge. I'm this month's host, Linton, joined today by Steve-O, Digi,
hello,
and
Hello.
Trevor.
Hello.
Say hi, Trevor.
Hello, I said hello.
So for anyone that doesn't know what Year of Shame is at this point in time, why not? Basically, 4 of us have got together this year, and decided that we won't be buying any games apart from a Joker and a gift, because of stupidity. Should we move straight into thoughts and feelings this month? Steve, do you want to begin?
It's been a bit of a weird month, to be honest. Probably most of you know, I dropped a bit of a bombshell on the forums.
Yeah, I saw that.
Nothing to do with the challenge. It's just previous things before Christmas, and that just caught up on me. So I've not really been. I had not really been in the game for the challenge, to be honest. Still not gone out and bought anything. It's not been anything like that. By the way, thank you to everyone for messages on the forum. I think I mainly just said stuff to kind of get it out there instead of, it feels a lot better not keeping it bottled up, to be honest. But with regards to the challenge, I had my first near wobble this month. I saw a lot of chatter on the forums about Yakuza 0. Normally, if I'd seen people getting excited about a game, I would have been straight on that. Not hearing anything because everyone else is talking about it, and it's just like, we could really play that, but obviously didn't get it in the end. But it's on my list for next year. But did notice the chatter died off very quickly, so I don't know if that's a bullet dodged or not. We shall see when I pick it up cheap next year.
Yeah, it's one of those. It's probably slipped through the net for a lot of people, hasn't it? Because there has been some big games come out in the past month.
Yeah. It's I did see. I know there was Resident Evil 7. I wasn't too fussed about that, to be honest. Sorry, Lint, but it's just. I tried the kitchen demo and I can't. There's no way I can play that game in VR. It's too shit scary.
Yeah,
shit scary.
I would love to, but I'm staying strong for the challenge.
I'd need to borrow Sandy's potty and use that down there because he's doing his potty training. And I'm sat in the front room on that.
Now that is the weirdest fucking image I will go to bed with tonight. You in a VR set on a kid's potty playing the game. That's just weird.
Oh my god. We need to get Foxhounder to draw that.
Wasn't that? Yeah, challenges. I've just not been able to kind of concentrate on anything really this month, so yeah, it's kind of gone over my head a wee bit. It'll probably start kicking in next month. So it's just, bit of a weird month. Yeah, but it's all good. It's all good. So,
Okay,
who's next?
Well, I've been very similar, to be honest. It's a mixture of an extension of the January blues and work being absolutely hectic, and plus the baby as well. It's been up and down the past few weeks, so I've not had any time to do any gaming whatsoever. Managed to finish off a game that I'll mention later, but other than that, we've not really done a lot. And it's probably been a mixture as well of the fact that the games that have been coming out recently have really, really been turning my head. I don't know about anyone else, but For Honor, what's the other one? Neo. So Resident Evil, Neo, and For Honor.
Yeah,
as much as
to be honest, we've got some comments from the community that will lead into this as well, I think.
Okay, brilliant. As much as I don't want to say that I've struggled at this point such an early point of the challenge because I've got so many games to play. I'm looking at those. I'm looking at people playing them, and I'm thinking, oh, for fuck's sake, what have I done?
Yeah, but hopefully we can turn that around. It's, like I say, we've got some community input, which I think if we take that input, see our responses, and look at it from a positive perspective, it should maybe turn you around a little.
I think one of the differences I noticed this one is there has been a fair few titles come out, but a couple of them, like Neo, yes, we knew it was coming.
Yeah.
Yakuza 0, we knew it was coming. You know, they've actually had quite big responses, and people have got into them, and they seem to be generating a lot of chatter, and that's what's kind of
it's bizarre.
Piqued me interest.
Yeah, it's I've never known like an opening couple of months in a gaming year that has had such high praise for so many games.
Yeah.
It's like there's not anything come out that everyone's like, oh, this is a bomb. It's like people are coming out and saying this is like a 9 or a 10 sort of game. This is a must-play sort of game with a lot of things that are coming out in the last couple of months, and it's
when's the last time? When's the last time we had a sorry, Didge. When's the last time we had within the first 2 months 2 brand new IPs come out and then be reviewed so well? You know.
Yeah, smash it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
see what they're like in a couple of months. How quickly people drop off it because.
That's
the Division. The Division was a great game. Everyone said so, and then 1 month later, it was like a fucking wasteland.
Literally,
that's very true. Well, sort of true, but yeah, we get your point. Its question is how much longevity do some of these games have? Because the people picking up some of these games, I know them quite well, and I know for a fact that when the next big thing comes out, that'll be dropped like a hot rock.
Yeah.
So, will we benefit from this by being on this challenge? We get them a lot cheaper and get the same experience we would have got anyway. I suppose the key question for that is a multiplayer component. If it's a single player game, there's no loss really.
Yeah.
But if it's a multiplayer game, then you do have that possibility that you get to it and it's a wasteland by the time you get to it. So I guess we'll just have to bite the bullet on those ones and see how it goes at the end. I mean, certainly with this, thoughts and feelings for me. I kind of had a bit of an easy month, to be honest, compared to some of you guys, because I had something to focus on. Because I had the community challenge that I'd set myself to complete specific games.
What's that?
Mad Max.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So
you were tweeting about that.
That chewed up quite a considerable amount of time. It distracted me quite a lot. I mean, you're looking at, I expected to put about 7 days into it at a push, and I ended up putting about 12 or 13 days worth of gaming into it. So it's a fucking massive game. I never even finished it. I mean, let's put it this way. I class 5'd it because there was no way I was going back and doing all the shit that it wants you to do. But I certainly got my money's worth out of it, let's put it that way. So, yeah.
Fair dues.
I mean, I'm still aware in the background of everyone talking about all these new releases coming out, just like yourselves, but thankfully I've had a little bit of a distraction to keep me sane.
I think I need to do that for this month, to be honest, so maybe put a poll out so that it's decided for me what I'm going to play.
Mm-hmm.
I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed at the moment. And as soon as I get some time to play a game, I've got a shelf full of games there, and I know as soon as I put one in, it's going to need fucking updating, and then that's going to be my gaming time that I planned for that evening gone out the window. So I end up just falling asleep on the sofa instead, which happens most nights now. Trevor, what about you?
Yeah, I've had no problems. When we come to what we've missed, none of those games would have probably been on my radar anyway. But I just did what Digi did, and I went through all the PSN Plus games that have been sitting in my pile. Started them, thought, I know why I never played you. Bye, ditched. I did actually complete 2 games, but I'll come to that later. But apart from that, I got through 5 or 6. I got distracted with World of Tanks and World of Warships for a complete week. I had to.
That's okay.
That's one of your
I need to get back
sixes,
on
though,
World
isn't
of War
it?
Tanks.
Oh, I played with the boys last Saturday. It was amusing. I'm sorry, Paul, I
noticed
pushed you
you,
into the artillery battery, but, you were in the fucking way. No,
I need to
happy
get into
for that,
something.
Yeah.
I need to get back on one of my class sixes, I think, just to get my mojo back.
Yeah.
Just to get my... Because I'm looking at those class sixes at the moment and I'm thinking, if I'm playing that, I'm not making any pole progress. But at the same time, I'm not making any pole progress either way because I'm not playing anything. So it's sort of defeating the object, isn't it? Yeah. I need something to get my mojo
sometimes
back.
the off-put when you click a game up, it says, here, we have an update. And it's got for me, it's got 90 hours. You think, fuck this, you're deleted now. Bye. I'm not waiting 90 hours for you to update and to work out your shit.
I don't have time. I don't have time now to plan to do these things anymore. It's sort of on the spur of the moment. I think, right, I've got some spare time. I'll put the PlayStation on, and anything I want to play, it's in its wrapper. So it needs to be installed. It needs to update, and I just think, oh god, nah, it's not going to happen, is it? I need a day where I just update everything.
Yes, well, you used to plan. That's what I've been doing. Plan and updating them. Come back the next day and go, oh, thank God I didn't watch you update, you piece of crap, and I'll just delete it now. Bye.
I'm a teacher, Trevor. I don't plan anything.
I have to plan things. I'm anal. I'll get my books out and show you where I have. I went back to Grim Fandango, got to the save and I thought, I haven't got a fucking clue where I was in this game. And I can't find the book that I wrote down what I've been doing, so I just walked away from that one. I'll go back to it eventually, though.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's me. I'm done. I'll shut up now.
Okay, so we're moving on now to what we have missed. And I believe Mr.
That's me. 1 second.
Yeah.
Well prepared here, folks, as you can tell.
Whoa. I've actually did prepare this week. I used Pete's link to his chosen website because there's a lot of PC games and other websites. I thought I can't bother to read half this shit out. So
I'm playing PC games anyway, so yeah.
Whoa, I'm a PC gamer.
No, but in general,
I kind of excluded them from this challenge, to be honest. I'm not buying anything on the PC. Let's just clarify that before anyone starts accusing me. I'm not buying anything new on the PC. I'm just not including them in my pile of shame, because if I did,
there's the Ollie hate tweet coming out now. I heard you say. I'll say so. I'll probably pronounce some of these wrong. Tuhu Genso Wanderer, PS4 and Vita. It's from Aquastar.
What's that?
Tuhu Genso Wanderer. Do you not know it?
No, I've never heard of it.
So, what I mean?
It's on PS. It's going to be on PS4 and Vita from Aquastar. Okay, it's a Japanese RPG. Yeah, top down, cartoony dungeon crawler. What do you mean you don't know what it is?
Well, I've never heard of it.
Okay, then. It's got chicks in it running around in a dungeon, but not very good graphics. It's a bit like Criminal Girls.
I was waiting for you to make that reference.
Yeah.
Have you seen it? It is. It's a bit like Criminal Girls, but I think there's not so much touching. Anyway, this one's good. I almost didn't even look this one up. This is going to fucking... Attila Sophie, the Alchemist of Mysterious Book, on PC. Gusco Limited, guess what? It's a Japanese fighting game. You know, special powers, all that shit. It looks a bit like Senran Kagura in a way, but there's blokes in it, so I don't care.
I've heard of it.
I've heard of it as well, yeah.
I'm
aware of the series.
Yeah, I've heard of that one, yeah.
I'm aware of its work.
Yeah.
Yes.
Some other game called Neo, Team Ninja, some sort of action RPG.
God damn, yeah.
Set in Japan. Had the word Dark Souls attached to it.
I've not even seen any videos for this, but the fact that there's people going on about it has got me interested.
I played the beta last year on this. So it's a very, very Dark Souls game. It's an action RPG where you have massive. Well, you have regular enemies, but you also have massive enemies, demons or oni that you fight. So it's a very Japanese styled game, but it's
That's got me intrigued.
It's actually really enjoyable, but it's a single player. Let's be brutally honest here. The Dark Souls games, it has a multiplayer element, but the core part of that game is single player, and I'm of the opinion is the same. It's predominantly single player, so I'm quite happy to give it a miss. It looks amazing. It's definitely one that was on my radar. It was definitely one that I was not looking forward to seeing people playing. But at the end of the day, part of this challenge is, what do we do to save money or reduce our piles? Yeah. And this is what we're doing it for. So we have to take the rough with the smooth, and this was a rough for me.
This was easy. It's got the word Souls in it, and I can't play Dark Souls games, so it was an instant fuck this, not even interested.
So to me, it looks a little bit more accessible. It looks a little bit more accessible than Dark Souls. Is that right, Dij? Would you
do you know what? I would say it's probably as difficult, but in different ways. Because there's different mechanics that you wouldn't find in Dark Souls. It's not as punishing as Dark Souls, but it's certainly got a lot more depth in some aspects of the gameplay than Dark Souls games do. So it looks like certainly more pick up and play, but there's a lot more depth to it in my mind. So,
okay.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit easier to pick up and play, a bit more flow to the combat sort of thing.
Yeah.
That's what appeals to me.
Yeah.
Sounds like a cross between Dark Souls and Onimusha.
Yeah, that's actually quite a good. Yeah, it's quite a good mix there. It's a nice hybrid.
That
actually,
really did like Onimusha.
Well,
you get to have.
That might January 2018. I might be looking at that. That's going on my list.
Who doesn't like killing demons? I mean, seriously.
Oh, where's my list?
Yeah,
it's Final Fantasy 15 for that.
You get pets in it as well.
Yeah, pets.
Yeah.
You do actually. You have spirit animals.
Yeah,
right. Okay.
Yeah,
you can run around. You can run around with your pussy and go.
Summon a class as well.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. But like I say, I've had to take that. It's a rough with a smooth because it's definitely one that was on my radar. It's one that my son is currently hounding me for me to give him enough money so he can buy it. So it's going to really, really grind on me very shortly. Because he that's what he does. When I come home, he talks to me about what great stuff he's done in a game, which is Final Fantasy. He pinched that off me, so he was telling me about all the cool stuff he was doing that I hadn't got to yet. So yeah, I'll probably end up killing my son, and halfway through the episodes, I'll be broadcasting from jail.
You don't want to see that because people will be checking your son's profile to see if he's playing Neo, and then half of Facebook will light up and Twitter will be going, "You still bought fucking Neo."
Fuck the lot of them. Don't care. My son is a gamer. He's 17. He's 18 this year. Yeah.
Okay. Is Neo an 18? Is Neo 18 rated?
I believe it is. Yeah.
No idea.
Yeah. So there you go. There's your excuse. So you can have it when you're 18.
He's probably down the fucking pub at the moment, chatting to his mates.
So?
No, so. Oh, anyway, well, the next one we've already sort of skirted around, and it's For Honor, PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Fancy bringing that out on Valentine's Day. I saw that there's a nice little Valentine's ad for it, which is about people in. I think they call them florists. I think you go buy your wife flowers in them, but I don't do that because my wife gets fucking suspicious. So, Ubisoft, it's men and chicks with swords killing each other. There's a campaign and it's online. Oh, and
it looks fucking great. I've got to say this. It looks fucking amazing.
Yeah, I saw Phil chucked some tweets out about it, and I looked at some of the links to some guys who explained what you should do at the beginning. But yeah, it looks okay.
I was in the beta. I tend to get into a lot of betas, and which is a double-edged sword, really, because I get to play the things that I'm not allowed to fucking buy. But the beta was interesting because there's certain modes that are really good. 1v1 is just amazing fun because of the gameplay mechanics itself. But there's certain characters in the beta that were broken, a bit overpowered. But from what I've heard from some of the guys, in the Midlife Gamer community. They fixed all of those problems in the release.
Excellent.
So
It's just what
the
I want
one
to hear,
thing
isn't it?
that I was clinging to is like, yes, I'll justify I don't buy this. They've gone and fixed it, the bastards. Ubisoft, why did you have to get good? Why? Why didn't you just remain shit?
What, do you mean
What did
Ubisoft
Ubisoft choose
actually
now
used the
to fix
beta
again?
properly?
Yes,
They released the beta and fixed the shit. God,
it's
this
a
is just,
minor
what's happened to
fucking
this one?
miracle.
So yeah, Forerunner looks like everything that I enjoy in a game. So yeah,
Again,
I don't want to talk about it. I was invited to the beta.
yeah,
And,
it's
I didn't
got
play
a
it
single
for that
player
reason.
component. So again, I'm of the opinion that if you guys are all picking this up come January of next year, at least I'll have somebody to
So
play
so.
with.
Oh yeah. It didn't completely disinterest me, I must admit. Smacking people with swords.
Always fun.
There's an endorsement right there.
I did it in real
It
life.
didn't completely
My sister will
disinterest me.
attest.
Yeah. Killing prostitutes with a sword. What's wrong with that? Anyway,
I love how you just called my sister a prostitute. That's awesome.
I didn't call your sister a prostitute. I just said killing women, killing whores with swords. Hey, fuck that. That's a Glasgow good night out on a Friday, isn't it?
Pretty much, yeah. It's a good night out. It's not a good night out unless you kill a whore. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Dad, I had a shit night. Didn't kill a whore tonight. Oh, dear. There's only Saturday, son. On your way. Sniper Elite 4, PS4, Xbox One, PC. Rebellion.
Yeah, love Rebellion. I'm a big fan. Sniper Elite, again, though, I can take or leave that one. I don't know about you, Steve-O. How's it for you? Because I know you're a fan of the series.
I've got no history with the Sniper Elite series, but listening to Trev going on about all of his timings on Sniper Elite 3 and stuff, started watching all these videos for Sniper Elite 4, and yeah, I would love to play that.
You haven't lived until you've sat there for 15 minutes to wait to shoot some guy's bollocks off, and then watch it in slow mo.
Yeah,
yeah.
It actually looks pretty good. It's the kind of thing that I'm into at the moment. Not the shooting people in the bollocks. It's the whole single player sneaky beaky kind of stuff.
Don't knock it until you've tried shooting someone in the bollocks, mate.
So yeah,
Again,
I
done
think
that in
I'll
real
be
life.
picking that
Yeah,
up,
but
That's on my list for January next year already.
Yeah.
So
If I hadn't been on this challenge, I would have picked that up.
I would have definitely picked that up as well. It's definitely a game you can plan, so you can like set up all your traps, take a couple of shots and the fuckers actually spot you and run at you. It's just carnage. But it looked good. I've watched a couple of the videos on it, but that would have been one I would have definitely dropped on. I'd have even probably bought the special edition for it, Ollie. The next one on the list is called Deformers, PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Ready at Dawn Studios. Fuck me, just it's a weird arena battle game where you're basically some sort of blob that rolls around knocking people off and you can shoot. It looked like a PS Vita game to me. No, wouldn't interest me.
I've not heard of it.
Nope.
Okay. I could make any fucking game up on this list, couldn't I? I could
pretty much
have-
probably
could, yeah.
Yeah, and the next one is Cock Wobblers on the PC. Basically, it's two guys banging each other with 6-inch dildos. No, that doesn't exist if anyone's going to start Googling it.
Again, sounds like a
Berserker.
Saturday night out in Glasgow.
Yeah. I'll kill them with my fucking dildo officer. Quick, the beasties are coming. Okay, Berserker and the Band of the Hawks, PS4, PC, Vita. Omega Forces, it's a Japanese slasher fest, basically. It's just another fighting game. I don't know, do you think the Japanese actually understand what these words are when they just chuck them in? Maybe they've got some sort of one of those poem things you do for magnets and just chuck the words up and go, yeah, that's what we call it. Anyway. Halo Wars 2.
Well, no, Halo Wars 2 is another one I would have bought this one. Well,
I wasn't even going to put this on the list because it's on the Xbox, and what the fuck's that going to
it's
do?
just I really enjoyed the first one, and it was what my plan before when we first started out, and I had the 100 odd quid credit. I honestly was going to purchase it at credit, but then thought, okay, I'm going balls deep on the challenge. I'm going to have to wait. See, yeah, this one I'm a bit gutted about missing out on. Not so much the multiplayer side, because I'll never touch the multiplayer anyway, but it's the co-op campaign that I'm more interested in.
Yeah.
And plus, as well, there are certain additions coming with a rebuild of the original Halo Wars as well. And it's actually a really good campaign, the original Halo Wars. I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I would have
really
got
good.
that as well. So that's about 3 or 4 games I would have bought this month already.
Yeah,
Halo
and me.
Wars, no, never. I've played Halo once, I think, on the 360. That's it. I know
It's a Command and Conquer type thing.
Yeah,
It's
real
not a
time
Halo
strategy.
game, though, is it?
Yes.
but I've never been exposed to it as such. Been exposed to other things, but not Halo. Okay, the next one is Night in the Woods, PS4, PC, Infinite Falls. You're buried.
I was actually going to say that Night in the Woods. Is that not free?
No,
I'm
but this is a different one.
sure.
This is when you're burying a prostitute in the woods late at night after your night out.
I'm sure this. I saw something come up because I still got my feelers out for the gaming community. I'm sure I saw this come up. It's some Nordic myth or legend or something along those lines, and it's been given away free. So
It could be. It's a single player adventure game. You play a fucking cat. Come on.
You
Do
play
one.
a cat? Really? No. Is he making it up?
But yeah,
There was something.
I don't know if it was paid. Maybe it is free. I don't know.
There was a
I didn't
free-to-play
actually check
game that somebody put up on the community page, wasn't there? On the
Is it
MLG
still
page. So, yeah, there was a free-to-play game. I think Spinky put the link up for it on the MLG page.
Oh yeah, that's right.
What was that called now? 'Cause that looked really interesting.
That was something else. That was MMO.
That's an MMO, yeah.
Yeah, that he put up. I'm trying to remember because I do know that Trev gave me shit over it because I said, "Oh, must play," because it's free. And Trev gave.
Did
me
I
a
give you
review.
shit over it? I
You
think I
did
made
indeed.
one mild comment.
Oh, I think you gave me shit over it.
You did, for fuck's sake, you don't want to start a new MMO on a
Why
year of
not?
shame. Fuck me, man. That's like suicide. What are you going to do? You're going to
Is Black Desert Online gone free to play then, or
No,
something?
it's
Trying to get people in to play with
It's
it.
something else. It's a completely new PS4 MMO.
He's probably said Black Desert has gone free online just to get us to go on it because there's probably no fucker doing it. Psychonauts in the Rhombus of Ruins. Double Fine. First person adventure game. Never heard of it.
That's a
it's
VR game.
Yeah, it is. That's right.
Oh, is it?
Well, if you give me an opportunity, I'd have fucking said that. It's a VR game.
Yeah.
Is it on PSVR?
It is, yes.
I didn't. I've been searching. Well, I've just been having a look through the PSVR store on PSN. I didn't see it the other day. I must have missed it. Not that I would have bought it. But it's just I always look for free demos and stuff.
I'll actually have a look at this. This is different. This is a first-person puzzle game, I think. If I remember
So
right.
I think it's a bit like Batman Arkham. It's a bit like Batman Arkham VR, but in the Psychonauts universe.
Yeah, because
One of those kind of things.
the original Psychonauts, that's a platform game, isn't it?
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
A platform puzzler.
Yeah, this isn't. This is slightly different. So, Wise Origin, PS4 and Vita. Nihon Falcom, Japanese action role-playing game. I tell you what it reminded me of as soon as I saw it, Diablo 3. Even some of the bosses I looked on when they were seeing the YouTube videos reminded me so much of Diablo. So for that, could I be interested? Could I play it on the Vita? No, not really. Lego World, Xbox One, PS4, PC. Traveller's Tale, it's Lego. No,
Yeah,
I can
pretty
do one.
much. Yeah. Played one, you
I
played
say,
them all.
yeah, well, it's Lego, sort of Lego Minecraft. I think you're building up worlds. It's virtual Lego. Why the fuck would you do that?
So it's for kids.
It's very true.
It's
Do you like building things out of Lego? Here's a PS4 program that you can do the same thing with. I guess if you've got kids, you're gonna have to tread on their fucking shit when they've left it all around the house, like little booby traps, the bastards. Anyway, never mind. Horizon Zero Dawn, Guerrilla Games. It's Far Cry with robots.
That's
That's not out yet, is it?
It says 28th. 28th of February.
Yeah.
So this month, yeah. That's
it?
right, so this month.
Oh, well, fuck sticks, you told me that we would do it for February. I'm not editing the rest of the list.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm happy to continue on with February. I mean, yeah, Horizon Zero Dawn is out at the end of this month. So
Torment Tides of Numenera. May have said that wrong. PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Yeah, that comes out at the end of the month as well. Before anyone says,
Yeah.
In Exile, role-playing game, top-down sort of view.
in Exile, I recognise the name, but yeah, not on my radar. So
I think there's a series. I think these are based on books. I think there's a series of these. Valhalla Hills, Definitive Edition, PS4, Xbox One, by Daedalic Entertainment. It's basically fucking Settlers. In fact, it looks like a complete rip-off of Settlers.
that's fair
As far
enough.
as I was concerned.
Never played Settlers, never heard of this game, so...
Never heard of Settlers? Where have you been? A
I
fucking cave or something?
I said I never played Settlers.
Oh, you're
Oh.
missing out. Settlers is amazing.
Really?
But
Is it?
I tell you what, it comes on iOS as well, mate. It might be free to download.
ooh,
I thought you were into retro gaming. How can you not played Settlers? Great game.
I can't play every game. Trevor.
that would be impossible. Let's be honest.
I'm not Derek.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, you're not Derek. Derek doesn't play every game. He just puts them on his list.
Yeah, he just buys every game.
And finally, I've got to Pooch and Yoshis World 3DS, Story of the Season, Trio of the Town 3DS. As I say, I'm not sick, so I didn't even fucking look at them. But it's just Yoshis World is just for Colin, so he can go potato and drool over the fact. I don't know if does he have a 3DS. Don't know. So that's it.
Probably. So he can use his amiibos.
Well,
Everyone's
more
got
likely, yeah.
3DS.
I just think, oh yeah, maybe it does. Maybe he can use his amiibos with it. I think they set fire to his Woody Yoshi.
Did they?
Yeah, I think he set
Okay.
fire to it. It was
Why?
because it was part of the cruel things they did to him on his. And he's doing this year's
Oh,
Year
right.
of Shame again. So that's 3 years you can fucking fail at it, old man. What's it? Third time a charm?
So it's fair to say we've got 3 or 4 pretty big releases that we've missed out on this month that
Yeah.
we could go into.
Well, not really. Just one.
No.
Sniper Elite 4. All the others don't.
Just
count.
one. I don't get the appeal of Sniper Elite. I really don't.
You can shoot a guy's testicles off at a distance, and it does an X-ray thing. What is there not to like about shooting German? You're shooting
Whenever I speak to
German's
someone who's
testicles
played
off
the game, whenever I speak to someone who's played the game, that's all they've got to say about it.
because you're shooting Nazis' testicles off. Can you hear that phrase in your head? No.
Okay. Thank you, Trevor. So we'll move on to Paul Vergas now. Derek, do you want to begin with your pile?
Yeah.
I've seen
okay.
I've seen Dropbox popping up when I've been working.
I was taking a
numerous
look and
times
making
again.
sure it's all up to date. So on my list, I have 11. I've removed from my list this month.
Is that it?
So I finished off Stories Path of Destinies, which was a PS Plus title. Quite an enjoyable little title, but again, not one that I sunk too much time into. I got the main campaign done, polished off a few of the extra trophies, and called it a day. But it's pretty good. It's worth having a look at. It's varying paths and multiple endings, and it's very quick to play. It's a nice quick blast game, so you can play through probably from start to finish in probably about 3 hours. So it's quite enjoyable. It's like multiple paths, four multiple paths, and there's, I think it's something like 40 different endings or something that you can get depending on what your choices are. So it's quite enjoyable. It's really good. Obviously, the now famous Mad Max has been wiped off the list. Steve shaking his head there, but
I still don't
still
like
love
it.
the game. I
Don't
really
like
do.
it.
I didn't, like I said earlier, I didn't finish it 100% because, well, no, fuck running about collecting every single piece of scrap and every iota on the map. Nah, it's not interested in that. But I've got about 70% on the achievements, so I'm happy with that.
That's about the same as me. I couldn't get into the whole repetitive tasks thing.
It did kind of grind.
Completely rinse the first couple of areas. Completely did them, and then you're getting into the top half of the map. It's just like, can't be arsed. Let's carry on with the story.
I kind of left it, and I broke it down. So I did a little bit in one, a little bit in the next, a little bit in the third, and then I polished off the first, polished off most of the second, completed the third. Then I went back and finished the second after I'd finished the main story, and then I called it quits after just the simple things like shoot down all the scarecrows and take out all the snipers. After that, I was like, there's like a book of challenges, which are like just random events type thing, and you've got to complete that for one of the trophies. And I was just like, I'm not sitting here for the next 40 hours trying to get another 8 kills with the spikes on my car, which are completely fucking random. So I called it quits, but still love the game. Really, really good. Really underappreciated title, I think. A few minor Vita games. You know, I've got a 3-hour commute every day to and from work, so I got at least 4 or 5.
3 hours there?
No, 3 hours total. 1.5 hour out, 1.5 hour back. So
I hope you're not doing this in a car.
Yeah. But,
you're not doing this on a train. You're not doing it in a car, are you?
No. I commute via public transport, so I'm quite happy to sit there and play my games while I'm on my way to work and on my way home from work. So I do tend to get through quite a few of the little indie titles or Vita titles. So polished off a few of them, and then the only other items of note is polished off Eve Gunjack on the PSVR. So completed every single level to 3 stars, which is just an amazing VR game. So much fun. It's basically what's the name of the game? It's classic as well, where the aliens come down the screen. You've got to shoot them.
Space Invaders.
Space Invaders, thank you. I don't know why my mind went there. My mind
fucking serious?
Think of a full 3-dimensional 360 Space Invaders, and you're pretty close to what Eve Gunjack is. It's that simple. You shoot things as they're making their unique path across the sky, and you get weird ships. So some of them that knock out your sensors, some of them that drop power-ups for you, some of them that are shielded until you kill other ones, that sort of thing. So it's thoroughly enjoyable though. Great little VR game, just a headset tracker, but it's good.
I'd have called that Galaxian. I wouldn't have called that Space Invaders. If they've got different patterns.
But to my mind, it's more of a Space Invaders than a Galaxian, to be honest. And then the only other one of note, which is quite a big one, to be honest, is Lords of the Fallen. This has sat on my list for about 3 years. Must be 2 or 3 years at least. Lords of the Fallen. It's basically a Dark Souls light game.
Was it a purchase, or did you get it through? Because it's been
PS
on
Plus.
Games with Gold.
It's on both. Yeah,
PS
I got
Plus.
it on both. So I've got it on the PS Plus and on Games with Gold. I think it was PS Plus
but
first.
You didn't buy it though.
No, I didn't buy it. It was 2 years. I think it was 2 years ago that we got it on PS Plus. To be honest, it's quite an old title. So I'd forever said I was going to go and complete it, and I never got round to it. So I finally decided. I finished Mad Max, and I thought, fuck it, I'm going to fire it up. And do you know what? It is an absolutely amazing game. A few minor bugs I found with some of the bosses. Stupid things like there's a champion that you fight in a pit midway through the game, and he has a grab attack that he gets you with. But rather than it picking you up only if he grabs directly in front and you're standing directly in front, he will pick you up from anywhere in the fucking arena. You can be 20 metres away from him, and all of a sudden you'll teleport back and be smacked in the face. It is the most...
I used to have a female boss like that.
Yeah.
She was always too touchy-feely.
So I was quite glad when I managed to finish killing that boss and get past it. But apart from that one drawback, really enjoyable game. Just... loved just playing through the world and enjoying the story that it provided. So it's I believe it's actually due for a sequel. So I believe Lords of the Fallen 2
that's right, is
in production. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm sure I heard that somewhere. But
no,
if it is, I'm thinking that might go on my list for next year if that does drop next year. So yeah, that's me. That's everything I played this month.
I might look at Lords of the Fallen because it's on my list, but so some people were playing it last year and it didn't get as good a review as you're saying. So I don't know. It seems like it's a bit of a mixed bag for some people. Like
it's a very simplistic equivalent to Dark Souls because you've still got the checkpoint system, basically the fires, but it's a different. It's like a crystal system, and you go back to it, and just activating the crystal will recharge your potions, and they recharge over time, but it doesn't automatically respawn the enemies. It's only when you change between zones the enemies respawn. So you can actually, it's a lot easier than a Dark Souls game. It's a hell of a lot easier than a Dark Souls games. But the bosses are very Souls-esque, very enjoyable. You have to get their patterns down to take them down. It's really good. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. So I would recommend it to anybody that's got it on their list. So it's definitely one worth sinking some time into.
Yeah, you've piqued my interest now with that.
I just didn't put it on the list.
Anyone that has games with Gold or PS Plus probably has it.
Has got it, yeah.
Yeah, I would have gone, yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah.
What shit is this I can stick into my library?
Yeah, funnily enough, that's pretty much what I think everybody does.
The only real reason I hadn't picked it up yet is because I thought it was going to be as difficult as Dark Souls. But now you've said that, it's piqued my interest a bit more.
It's a good game. It's definitely worthwhile taking a look at. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Anyone that has any interest in like the Souls games will probably enjoy it. It might find it a bit simple, but yeah, I think it's worth a look. And it's a freebie. Everybody got it for now, so can't complain.
I might take a look at it because I don't like Souls games. I can't.
Me neither.
That's the reality of
This
it.
is baby Souls. So it might be right up your street, Trev.
Yeah, because wait till you hear me slag off Bloodborne. That'll be a hate trip on Twitter.
Yeah.
Stephen, have you made any progress on your pile?
Me?
Yeah.
My pile this month. I've got my 2 or 3 off the list. I've not played anything exclusively this month like I did last. So I've not been able to really concentrate on a single game. I went back to Day of the Tentacle. I'd already completed it. Yeah, the whole reason I went back to it is because I saw Trev posting he'd got the platinum. I thought, I can't let that
yes.
have a platinum and me not. So, yeah, I went back and platinumed that. What else have I been playing? I did Child of Light. I've had that on bought that on release and got about 20% of the way through it and never really finished it. I went back and platinumed that as well. So that's Class 5. I really enjoyed that.
Challenge accepted.
Really enjoyed it. Go on then, give it a try. It's actually a really good game.
I think I will do the
It's
same
on my
actually,
list.
because it's on my list, and I'm the same as you, Steve. I picked up the special edition with the little keyring.
That's the one I've got.
And again, same as you, I got about 20% of the way through it, and then it just fell off the
Special
wayside.
edition with a keyring. Ooh.
It's great. It's a little light up
It's
key.
like-
Let me go see this new one on Amazon.
Yeah.
Maybe there's one on eBay for £500. Keyring. Special
It's
edition.
only 15
It was cheap
quid,
as
the
chips,
special
yeah.
edition. It had,
How much?
15 quid.
It's 15 quid for
Yeah.
the special edition. 'Cause it's a digital only game. Plus you got the PS3 and PS4 version of it for 15 quid.
And
So you got a digital keyring?
a digital special edition with a fucking keyring. Well, they actually posted
No,
you the keyring.
you got a box. You got a box with an A5 poster, keyring, art book, and then codes for the.
You got the DLC as well, didn't you? Some of the DLCs.
DLC, the Golem and someone else. I remember, I really enjoyed it.
That's not a special edition, just a fucking keyring, man.
Fuck off. It lights up as well. It's really good.
The keyring lights up. Just what I fucking need. A lighting up keyring.
But it's about a 12-hour game. Yeah, well worth a shot. Where's Digicon?
Don't know. He's gone to get the fucking keyring. I know what he's gone to do. I bet
Yes,
the
he's
game
gone to
lasts.
get the
I bet the game lasts longer than the fucking keyring does.
Yeah, he's got it.
That is horse
got-
shit.
It's got a little face on the front. as
Mine
well.
doesn't anymore. It was in my pocket.
Oh, does it not?
So it
Oh,
doesn't
see,
have
mine's
the face.
mine's still in the
It's
box.
just-
Did you actually put keys on that?
You can
keys
do.
and a bottle opener?
He does.
Well, okay, now the bottle opener I understand. That is because you don't always have your lighter with you.
There we go.
That is
What's that?
I don't-
Can't read that at all.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a Link.
Yep.
Yeah, I see it.
Link, what's that? That sounds like something.
This is a
Zelda.
Nintendo thing. You wouldn't like it.
Right, I'm slamming the mic down now. I didn't think we were talking about Nintendo today. I thought we weren't the man... Because that brings me onto the Switch. They don't bring up Nintendo 6-year-old shit in my face. Anyway, sorry, Steve.
Oh my
It's back
god.
solid. So yeah, Child of Light. It's a really good game. About 12 hours to platinum it or get the gold trophy on it. I really enjoyed it.
I'll have to say, Steve, can I just say
it was-
here, if we don't call this episode Trev the Fecal Freak, I'm going to be ashamed of you. Because he just said,
The what,
you don't
freak?
throw that 6-year-old shit in my face. I'm sorry, but if you don't call this Trev the Fecal Freak, there's something wrong with you, Steve.
Yeah, that
I might go a bit highbrow, call it corpophilia or something like that.
One second.
What?
Why would you even know what that fucking word was? That's not. Oh yeah, how often do you slip that in the conversation? Yes, I'm just having a bit of corpophilia today. Hold on, like I've got some necrophilia booked in one of the meeting rooms later. Just bring the corpse in and just leave it to me. Thank you. Don't. If the room's knocking, don't enter.
Oh, dear. And we're back in the room.
And yes, and relax.
Yeah. So what else have I played? So moving on from something that Trev doesn't like. I've done a bit of VR this month as well. I went through Batman VR. So I'd done a little bit before, but just went through and completely rinsed that. So that's Class 5 now. All trophies for
Nice.
that. Also got Class 5 on Harmonics Music VR as well, because I picked that up for the wife.
I saw you playing that
before Christmas. And yeah, I just thought, fuck it, just do the trophies on it. Took a couple of hours to do that.
You bought it for the wife.
yeah,
How many times has the wife played it?
He's played it more than me, actually.
Oh, she okay. Because I bought the wife a Harley Davidson. She's never been on it ever.
Did you tell her that you bought her it?
Yeah, I bought her it because
No.
she didn't want to go on the other one, so I bought her that one. She can't ride a motorcycle, by the way, so there you go.
So I've got to ask, is it actually any good, that Harmonics thing?
It's alright. It's not brilliant. It's if I was still taking drugs, it would be even better. But I'm thinking.
There's your interview for IGN completed then.
Yeah. Do you remember it when PlayStation first came out? You got that demo disc 1 that had the music visualizer on it. It's got a couple of them on it, and you can load your own music up on it, and they're actually pretty good. I sat there for maybe an hour, just getting entranced by it all. So yeah, it did its job. But the other couple of things on it are a bit shit. But the wife likes the one where there's this one where you can pick up and draw pictures, and they all kind of vibrate in time with the music and do all kinds of things. And yeah, she just relaxes in that.
Cool.
Does that all the time. So I see her just waving her arms around.
Okay.
What else have I done this one? It looks like she's having an epileptic fit, so it's just I have to turn the telly on to make sure she's actually doing things in it. Not just spazzing on the floor.
You are playing a game, Liv, aren't you?
Yes, yeah.
That story's much better with the animation.
It's exactly, yeah.
Yes. This will be lost on anyone else now.
Right. What else? I've Class 5'd also Killzone Shadowfall.
All right.
I didn't play it. I just Class 5'd.
All right, okay.
Can't be arsed.
Fucking pile of shit that game is.
I've tried to start that game 4 times now since I bought it on release, and I can't get past the first level. Not that it's difficult, it's just it looks pretty, plays like shit.
Yeah.
It's shite, isn't it?
Controls are really crap. I don't like the way the owl thing works in it. It's forcing you to use a touchpad, and it just doesn't work.
You use a touchpad to interfere with an owl. What's this game again?
It's Killzone Shadowfall.
Okay, maybe I'll have a look at that.
So yeah, I put it on the forums to see if anyone else was like that, and a lot of people coming back saying, yeah, pretty a dull game. So yeah, just class 5'd it. I'm never going to get round to it. I've got better things to do.
Yeah, I've still got that as well, so that's another one that I'm sitting on. I think I got 4 levels into. I think it's a level that's pretty much just fucking box containers, pile upon pile of box containers, and it's just so drab and dreary and boring. I just gave up.
It's just not Killzone. That's the thing. It's not Killzone. It doesn't feel like it. The weapons don't have it. They just feel like you're firing Nerf guns. That's it. It doesn't have any weight to it.
Yeah, totally.
Killzone 3 was just like you were wearing a headset and playing that. It sounded like you had mobile artillery on you. But in this one, it's just little pop guns everywhere, and it just doesn't.
It's trying to be too Call of Duty.
Yeah,
I think that's the thing. It was trying to be too Call of Duty.
I also binned Zombie, that free one.
Oh, right,
I started playing it, and it crashed 3 times at the exact same place. I thought, fuck that, not playing it anymore. It's half an hour in, half an hour back to a checkpoint, and it's just like, yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough.
This shit, so that's gone.
No, now I remember why it's on my pile of shame. I think that used to happen to me. No, I've got that looked forward to.
A door opened, and and all these zombies came out, and next thing you know, it's crashing. Did it 3 times in a row, so fuck it. And I have started Star Ocean, Integrity and Faithlessness. Yeah, I just fancied a bit of JRPG action, so I think I'm gonna be playing that this month.
And next month, and the month after.
And next month, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Dear.
I like my JRPGs. I thought, give it a shot. Been sat in my drawer for 6 months. So yeah, quite enjoying it so far. Only about 4 hours in. That's it.
So
really.
You've done half the tutorial then.
Oh yeah. Oh, what else have we been playing? Yeah, I did pick up another game actually, free before anyone complains. Yeah, I think that everyone picked up. I've been playing a lot of the Pokemon trading card game online. Well, my little 5-year-old daughter, she comes back from
and she qualifies to play it because she is under the age of 6.
That's
so yes,
really
I'll give her that.
She came back from after school club, and she's like going, "Oh, the boys have got these Pokemon cards," and so we got her a set, like a little booster pack, and the last 2 weeks she is just Pokemon mad.
Oh, it's a physical game.
And I thought,
physical card game.
There's the card game.
Okay, then I'll forgive you for that.
It's a physical card game for collecting it.
That.
But then there's you get codes in the pack that you can use for an online version. If you buy a booster pack, you get a code to give you a booster pack online. So you can play the physical one, exact same mechanics online.
Yeah.
So I've been doing all that. I've taken all her digital codes and I've started using them.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've kind of got into that.
Whoa. How does that qualify? Because you have to. Well, you paid for the physical.
No, buying the cards for her, for her collection.
So that's like buying a piece of hardware and getting a free piece of software.
No, because the software's free anyway.
Well, yeah, the software's free. If I bought an Nvidia card and got something for free, I think under the rules I wouldn't be allowed to play it because everyone would start fucking moaning. So you have physically bought playing cards, for which you have got a free code. So you physically bought something, a piece of hardware, and a card is a piece of hardware, because if you jab it in your kid's eye, that's going to fucking hurt, and you're playing a game off it. I think you've broken the rules.
They're just it's DLC to the game. Because if you download it, you get several packs for free anyway. These are just additional cards on it. So it's like your World of Warships. You World of Tanks.
Well, I'm not buying anything on World of Warships or World of Tanks.
No, but they don't count. Microtransactions for that. I'm not actually doing it. If the missus buys the cards,
fucking
gives me the code.
Jesus Christ! I can hear the word backpedaling and digging a hole, fucking going all over Facebook now. I can hear Ollie going, "You bought hardware." Spinky's now fucking orgasming somewhere.
They're playing the physical game with her as well.
Yeah, that doesn't mean
games
anything.
together.
If I bought I don't know, if I bought the cats some fucking shit and got a free game, I can't just say, yeah, I'm feeding the cats and I'm playing the game, but I'm here eating with the cats. Well, not actually. I don't actually eat with the cats because that's just okay. I'll. Someone will probably tell me I'm wrong and I'm just rambling on about shit.
You're wrong. You're wrong. You're banging on about shit.
Oh, a second.
Just accept it.
Do you know the voices in my head are telling me now, Trevor, you're never wrong. Everyone else is wrong. Kill them all. No, I don't. Okay. If that's, I'm sure when this comes out, there will be a tweet and Jace will be on Facebook going, so you bought something physical, got something free, and you're playing it. Doesn't that break the rules? I can hear it now.
Well, I don't see how it breaks the rules when, as well, I'm playing it on my phone, and phone iOS games don't count.
Okay then. So it's an iOS game. See, why didn't you fucking say that at the beginning? Oh, it's an iOS game, Trevor. I'd have gone, we wouldn't have had to put the people through this shit. I'd have gone, oh yeah, that's okay. Oh, that's okay. Steve.
You can play it on your iOS and on your laptop as well, if you so wish. A bit like Star Realms.
See, now you're just digging yourself a fucking hole.
I'm not digging myself a hole. It doesn't count.
Okay then.
I've not paid for the software. I'm not paid for anything.
Spinky never paid for the software when he bought his video card. That was a freebie. That is a.
What did he get?
I can't remember what he got now.
What did he get with his video card?
I can't fucking remember. But Jesus Christ, mate! I've been drinking now at this time of night. You expect me? I can't even remember my own name. But that was a clear thing we stated that if you bought hardware, you wouldn't be able to play the software. Did you or did you not say that, Derek?
I'm having no part in this. I'm leaving it between you. I'm taking no part in this.
Fucking hell. Typical jock. When the Irish start to argue with the English, you go have a fucking referendum. We had a rebellion to chuck them out. Let's have a vote. Okay, I'll just shut up.
That just means we're more fucking civilised, doesn't it?
Yeah, but we don't have to. We still don't report to the English government. We still do. And we'll still be in Europe when you're long gone down the Swan. Anyway, I'll shut up.
Welcome to the pod.
Look, I can tell you how bad it is. My fucking cigarette's gone out now because I've been ranting.
That's
at you
fucking
so much.
karma,
Okay.
that is.
Yeah, I can still light it again.
Hopefully, I'm hoping it sets fire to your eyebrows, fucker.
This matter is now closed, Mr. Chairman.
Good. See, yeah, that's me for this month.
Is that you then, yeah?
Oh, thank fuck for that.
You hearing me?
Yep.
Got him.
Yes, we can.
Okay.
Yes,
Trevor.
we can, Clem Fandango.
Trevor, have you made any poor progress this month?
Who, me? Oh, yeah.
Yes, you. You know the podcast we're doing at the moment.
Yeah. I was still fucking thinking about the previous question. So I went through some PSN Plus games. Aurora's Awakening, Apotheon, straight to fives. I gave them about 20 minutes, and Aurora's Awakening, I don't want to call a game shite, but I just didn't get it. And the controls all over the place.
Funnily enough, I said the exact same last month.
Yeah,
So
that's why I started looking.
It is a pile of shit.
I actually went. I looked at Contrast. I do think that's a pretty game, but I got to the fairground. Mm-hmm. Do you know? I just couldn't be bothered. I just thought, yeah, it's pretty, but I'm not wasting my time doing this and this shadow shit. Day of the Tentacle, I platinumed that. Ka-ching. I did have to FAQ the last one to get the platinum because it was the sticking the gerbil in the microwave. I thought, I need to work out how to do that. So that was done.
Which one? The in the Manic Mansion part of it?
In the Manic Mansion.
Yeah.
And I think I had to go back to some saves for flushing 50 things down the toilet. Because obviously there were no such things as trophies at my day when I played the game first time, so I didn't know what to do with that. So I had to give a bit of Google for that. Dust and Elysian Tale, that can fucking do one. No, not for me. Remember Me. Now I liked this game until I got to episode 3. There's a boss in it. I even Googled how to beat the boss. It just wouldn't drop for me. So that again just got ditched. But
I'd have to agree with you on Remember Me. I just didn't get on with it. It was PS3 3, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah.
I didn't enjoy the characters.
Was Remember Me
I liked
the game
her.
where you knock the head off and the head rolls around? No?
I don't know.
Is this,
No.
is this a Friday night down Glasgow again?
Remember Me is the one where
it's-
you're
it's-
basically a mind hacker. So you
Yeah.
actually hack
Yeah,
people's
okay.
memories and you can rewrite them to get a specific
Right.
outcome. And that's how it's really bizarre. It's a really cool looking game. And the concept was great,
Yeah.
but I don't think it got very good reception, to be honest. I think it kind of flopped.
Well,
Didn't.
it al-
It's-
sorry, it also didn't make
characters were just unpleasant. I didn't like them at all.
it also didn't make
Yeah.
sense to me because there's one part where she gets some assassin that captures her, and then she goes and rewrites the memory of her husband dying, so that the assassin doesn't kill her. Now, if all she's doing is rewriting the memory, the husband's still fucking alive somewhere. How does that work? So that bit does. I overlooked that, thinking this isn't time travel. She's just affecting the memory. She hasn't killed the husband. She's just made her think she's killed the husband. So surely when she fucks off in a minute and goes home, she'll know the husband needs the medical treatment and come out for the bounty. So that sort of ruined it in a way, but not enough. So I 5 that because it just didn't make sense. Now, ones I actually completed. So I said Day of the Tentacle. The other one is Never Alone, the Eskimo one, or the Inuit
Yeah,
one.
it's a good
Yeah.
little game. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I love that game. I think it might work better if there were 2 of you playing it, because that dumbass fox just doesn't keep up with you at times. The amount of times I had to restart because the fucking thing got crushed by something. You know?
Yeah, yeah.
No, that's horseshit. And apart from that, I haven't quite 5 Battlefield, the campaign. I'm stuck on I've rage quitted it for the last mission on the tank, and I have played it online a bit, realising I'm too old and not good enough to play that game online. I've got a fucking Maxim gun. Every other fucker's got a sniper's rifle and just taking me out left, right, and centre. So, been doing that. World of Tanks, World of Warships. What more do I want? That's me done.
There you go. Which Battlefield is that, Trev?
Battlefield 1. Yeah, Battlefield 1. Do you know what? I really like the game. I really like the First World War idiom for it. I think it's the weapon. There are some bizarre weapons. If you play it online, watch out for the fucker on the horse, because these are cunt. You'll just appear out of nowhere and it's like an instant kill. But I think it's a game I would constantly go back to. Even play it online, even though I'm useless. I just quite like the settings. And I think it's 10 on 10 as well. So it's quite good. I liked it. I haven't played with any of the guys on the community.
I know,
'cause I'm not good enough in FS5.
Spinky and Baron and Dougie and all that. They play it quite a lot.
Yeah, they just moan at me because I'd be drunk, just standing in the middle of no man's land with a
They'd just be shouting, "Press
can
L2, press L2."
yeah, with a can opener, opening a can, and someone shouting, "L2, Trev, L2." I know we haven't told you the full command like L2 aim crouch, but just keep pressing L2 like a dickhead because you just become a bullet sponge for every other fucking idiot now, thinking, what's this guy pressing L2 for in the middle of nowhere? It's just a
It's this guy teabagging a bunker.
Oh yeah. What's he doing with that can opener? Why doesn't he's got a spanner? There's nothing to fix here. What's he just fixing everything? No, it's quite a good game. So that's me done.
I think I just leaves
Okay.
you, Lynn.
So my poll progress consists of you hear me okay? Yep.
Yes.
All right.
So I've managed to finish Final Fantasy 15, and despite all my complaints about the game, I did enjoy it all in all. The last mission is enjoyable. I won't spoil anything. So that's now crossed off the
I
list.
did hear that they're patching the chapter that you didn't like. I heard that they're patching that.
Yeah, chapter
Yeah.
13 is apparently rewriting it at a later date,
Really?
or the because it is a bit. It's dull, if you ask me.
Well, both of you complained about it when you were playing
Yeah.
it. So
It just doesn't need to go on for as long as
Yeah.
it does it?
Yeah, it dragged on a wee bit,
Yeah.
and yeah, I think they're rewriting it just to kind of address it and make it flow a bit better.
Okay, that's fair enough. So, much like Steve and Trevor, I've been playing Day of the Tentacle
Yay!
for about 15 minutes.
What?
That's more than me.
I fell asleep. It's one of those games. It's a touch and a click and point and click, isn't it? I fell asleep. I fell asleep on the sofa. I was tired. I haven't gone back to it yet. I hope to at some point, but I doubt I will.
It is dated, I will say that about it. I only did it because of the nostalgia, but it is very dated.
It is dated, yeah. I just wasn't in the right frame of mind for it, you know. I started it up and I was knackered. It was a long day, so...
But
anyway.
you do get to stick a gerbil in the microwave. Come on.
Twice.
Twice? I didn't do it twice.
Trevor's selling points of games consist of sticking a gerbil in the microwave and shooting a Nazi in the bollocks.
Yeah. If you can do both, it's
Right
a
then,
game of the year.
that would be on my grave. How can life get so better
Oh, no,
than
do you know
shooting
what?
Nazis in the bollocks?
If you could shoot Nazis in the bollocks with a hamster.
Fuck. Where's that game? Where is that game in my life? I tell you what, it'll probably come out on Nintendo for kids, and I'd have to buy a 3DS and sit there. What are you doing? I'm shooting this Nazi in the groin with a gerbil or a hamster, and then I get a midget, a dwarf, and I bang it into it. Come on. Hold on a second. I'm on. Give me 10 minutes. I'm on Kickstarter now.
Oh, brilliant!
So the only other console game I've been playing is Resident Evil 0 on the PS4. It's the only Resident Evil. It's the only numbered Resident Evil that I haven't really played as of yet. I don't know if any of you guys have played it or not, but the beginning scene in the train, I've not got past that originally when I had it on the GameCube. Yeah. I'm a few hours into it, probably about 6 or 8 hours in, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be going back to it again now. I think I might just cross off the list.
Yeah, it's a Resident Evil, isn't it? You know, it's as enjoyable as it is. It adds a little bit more to the story. You know,
yeah, but there isn't a lot of story within the game, though, is there?
No.
It's all just it's just puzzles, you know, and very, very simple puzzles at that. So whilst it's got the core Resident Evil mechanics, it hasn't got the core Resident Evil challenge.
No, doesn't have the hooks.
If you see where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
But I'll try and persevere with it. Not particularly enjoying the characters of Billy and Rachel, so we'll see. I've been playing a bit of PC gaming, and probably most of my gaming time this month has gone into Football Manager.
Oh, Jesus.
Purely because, whilst I've been working, I always have it sort of in the background running.
It's one you can hide with a
There's nothing
spreadsheet.
really. Yes, yeah. There's it's not on my list or anything because there's no finishing the game, is there? So it's just, but I do put a decent amount of time into it. And the other game I've been playing is Fire Emblem Heroes on my Android phone. Now I know other people have picked this up. I don't know if you guys have been playing it or not.
Oh, I've got a Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
I can't remember which one it is though.
So it's
on the 3DS.
So this has been released now on your mobile.
Yeah, Heroes is on the mobile.
So it's been released on iOS
that one.
and Android.
That one. No, not played that. I've played the not the current Fire Emblem that's out on 3DS, the one before it.
Yeah, okay.
I can't remember the name of it. It was the first time.
Not Conquest, Awakening.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the one.
So I'll go for a piss and we start talking about 3DSs while I'm gone.
It's Fire Emblem Heroes is a very stripped back version of Fire Emblem, but it's very enjoyable. I've been enjoying it so far, just for that sort of the grid-based strategy element of it. I enjoy that. It's good.
Has it got permadeath in it and everything?
No, but none of my guys have died yet, so I couldn't tell you that.
Right. There's quite a big uptake on it in the MLG community. There's a lot of people, so someone could quite easily answer that question for you, Steve. There's probably someone out there that knows whether permadeath is there or not. I know I've downloaded it as well, because a lot of people are raving about it. I just haven't got round to playing it. That's purely it. It's sitting on my mobile, I just haven't actually booted it up.
I haven't put a huge amount of time into it yet. But it's one of those ones I'll be slipping in and out of.
Yeah. Is it actually like
Definitely.
pick up and play? Can you play like 5-10 minutes and then put it down again, sort of thing?
Yeah, definitely.
Right,
mate,
yeah, I'll have to take
definitely.
a look at it because, like I say, on my commute, I used to Marvel Puzzle Quest the entire trip, so I was getting like 3 hours of Marvel Puzzle Quest, and then I started with the challenge, started taking my Vita with me instead, so I can play some Vita games. But I could probably split it and, homeward journey do my Vita and outward journey do my a little bit of Heroes instead. So yeah. I'll take a look at that.
I mean, initially the levels only take about 10 minutes initially. I'm sure they'll get a bit more in depth as you move forward through the game. As I say, I haven't really done a lot yet, but I've been enjoying the few hours that I've put into it. It's a battery killer, and when I'm at work, because I'm mobile, I'm always out and about. I need to reserve some battery, so I only get a little bit of time on it. But yeah, other than that, guys, that's me really. I've not really had a lot of time in the past month to do anything.
That's babies for you, mate.
There is one game that wasn't mentioned.
Oh,
that fucking Golf Clash horse shit that I can't stop playing.
Oh, for fuck's sake! I deleted that. I played it for about 4 or 5 days, and the spam that I was getting from other people with it, I was just like, nah, fuck this. I can't be doing with this.
Yeah.
I haven't downloaded the game and I'm still getting spam from it.
Today was my last day on it because it constantly disconnects. I went from 10th in the league down all the way down because it just stops and then you've lost the game.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
And then you lose the money. And I thought, that's doing one. And also you have to keep. It's not a game you can just leave there ticking away like Marvel Puzzle Quest or something else.
Yeah.
So that was the other one. But no, it's fuck that game. And fuck whoever told me to. Oh, Trevor, would you like to join this? Yes, Spinky. I know you sent me a request.
Yes, it's Spink. It's Spink who's giving me the invite.
Yeah, it's because Spinky's at the top of the fucking league. So anyway, hey guys, come and join this league. I'll show you how good I am. I've got 400 points. What have you got? 20, because I keep getting cut off the fucking thing. I think he must
Still
have
left out. He's not sent me an invite. Oh, you fuckers get one. Not me.
I'll tell you what.
Doesn't like me.
I'll tell you what. I'll send you one in. I'll send you one in a minute.
Smallest violin in the world, mate.
Yeah.
After last month's question about marry, snog, block, and everything, he's off my marry list now. Fuck him.
Block.
He's blocked.
There was
I'll marry Adi instead.
There was 3 other games that I did pick up, and there was on Derek's recommendation, and mobile games: Lara Croft, Deus Ex, and Hitman Go.
Mm-hmm.
You sent us all a message, didn't you?
I've
With
had
those?
Go, but I think I deleted that one.
They were all free, weren't they, from the Amazon marketplace?
Exactly. Yeah.
And,
Totally free.
Yeah.
So.
I've not fired any of them up yet, but looking forward to those actually.
Yeah, I played a little bit of the Lara Croft one.
Made Deus Ex Go.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. They're enjoyable little puzzle type things. Don't expect anything too in depth.
Nah.
But yeah, they're good for a 5-minute blast here and there.
Exactly.
I didn't mention I saw the guys on Facebook mention, and I know I already had them, which was the Fighting Fantasy books on the iPad. So I've been in the office when I'm trying to block out the inane conversations of the women I have to sit next to. I put the headphones in and just do that.
You could just do some work.
No, I can't do work whilst they're rambling on about shit. One of them bought a bike this week, right? Because in Ireland you get some sort of I'm sorry, but I have to fucking share this because this is how inane fucking dumb. You get tax relief in Ireland if you purchase a push bike to come to work in. So she spent 1,400 euros on a push bike. She can't even ride a fucking bike. What? Where does that make sense in your world? Anyway, Colin will understand.
1,400 euros.
And she keeps asking me, do you want to ride my bike? No, I fucking don't. Anyway, sorry, I interrupted you, Steve.
No, it's not that. She's not saying you want to ride my bike. She's saying you want to ride me like a bike.
Ooh, no. I tell you what, she's a young girl, but she can't be that young. She must be 27. She hasn't seen fucking any films, right? On the wall we have how many fingers am I holding up, Winston? And under it, how many fingers am I holding up? And we're saying Right, the girl who has these signs said, Trevor, do you know what the film is? I went, yeah, I do know what the film is. And she said, oh, is it Castaway? I went, no, it's 1984, you dead... How? Anyway, it was Wilson in Castaway, not Winston. Oh. She hasn't seen 2001, she hasn't seen Usual Suspects, any film. She went and paid money to go see the Sherlock TV episode at the local cinema. I went, but it's on telly. Why did you go do it? Oh, I thought I'd go see it. I said, oh, you're a fan of Sherlock? No. Sorry. They drive me mental. The developers are over the other side, pissing themselves laughing at me going, basically, what the fuck are we talking about again? It's just random shit. It's like women talking about pelvic floors and crap. There are certain conversations. I am sitting here. I don't want to hear about childbirth or pelvic floors. I'm trying to write a proposal to the customer. I don't want to have the word pelvic floor halfway through this proposal. And then go, because it won't come up in a spell check. And you don't always proofread yourself and the customer go back, so this function pelvic floor, what does that do? Oh, shit. Yeah, delete that. That's that. So anyway.
Okay. So now we're done with Trevor's therapy session. We're finished with progress.
I don't think we'll ever be done with Trevor Phillips. I don't think the therapy will ever end.
Before we move on to questions and answers, has anybody made any decisions on what their jokers or gifts might be at this point in time? Yeah,
I'm still going with Final Fantasy XII Zodiac Age. That's my joker. It's going to come out in June, July.
It's a good time as well.
Nice halfway point. Yeah. It's a Final Fantasy I've not played before. I do own it on PS2. I think it'll be a nice kind of mid-year break. Not going to be tempted by anything else, I don't think.
Fair enough. Did you add any movements on yours?
Joker is still blank for me at the moment, so I'm holding my Joker off until the end of the year, more the June, July, August sort of time, because my birthday falls in April, so it makes more sense for me to use my gift in the first third of the year rather than my Joker. So I've got ideas. I am not wanting to confirm just as yet until I have confirmation, but it'll probably be pretty soon because obviously my birthday's in April, so I'll probably be using my gift within the next 2 episodes anyway.
Okay. So
that means I've got to work.
No, that's only for the Joker.
Siren.
That's only for the Joker.
Yeah,
so I'm not playing a Joker.
Siren,
I'm using my gift. So.
Still need to work on the Siren.
Yeah. I mean, I think based on discussions with you guys externally, I'm probably going to be the first to use my allocation. But I was expecting to do so anyway because I knew I was going to buy something at the start of the year. It was kind of a toss-up between a couple of titles. Mass Effect, Neo, Nier, Ghost Recon. So they were kind of the ones that were, floating about. So yeah, there's still wriggle at the moment. So yeah, I'll leave it for a later episode.
You might not be the first, because when's your birthday?
April 2nd.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, mine's the 15th, so you will be before me.
Well, my birthday's 2nd of March, so the answer's still no, because no one buys me gifts for birthday.
I'll be honest, I'm going to be a greedy fucker for my birthday, because I'm also buying myself a PlayStation Pro so for my birthday. So yeah.
Or make sure it's just
it's going to be soulless.
You don't want
it's
to
going to be machine and nothing more. That's it. It's literally just going to replace the existing PS4 I have sitting right here, right now. It's purely for utilisation with the PSVR, my 4K TV, that sort of thing. So it's a standard upgrade. So you don't have to worry about any excuses being doled out from me for playing games that I shouldn't be playing, because that won't be happening yet. I can't guarantee the whole year, but certainly for now I'm okay.
No, we're just be checking your son's profile to see what new games he's got all of a sudden.
Oh fucking Jesus, that boy's he earns pocket money, so don't hold me to his fucking purchases, guys. He is his own person. But yeah,
that's Derek's back door, isn't it?
Don't do it. It's been tempting, but he hasn't bought anything in the last wee while, mainly because he hasn't been doing any fucking chores to earn any fucking money. But he has been recently, and he has said, "Look, I want Neo," and I was like, "Right, do you know what? That's fine. But see, when I get home from work, do not confront me about how cool that fucking game is, because I will smack you in the face." You're 17 now, I'm allowed.
Of course, there's another Scottish family, the Biffa Bacon family. Here you go, son.
Here.
Stitch that, son. Now, fuck you, I'm off upstairs.
So, yeah, my birthday's coming up in April as well, and I've decided what my gift will be. That will yet to be revealed.
Cool.
Also. So, questions and answers?
Yes.
Derek?
Well, what I'd like to do is actually like to start us with our email we received this year. And funnily enough, Trevor, you called it. This email's from Colm, and it's called Third Time Lucky, when you know it. So Colm says, "Hi gentlemen, loving the Euroshame 5 podcast. Also trying my own Euroshame again. You will take this with a pinch of salt, coming from the man who failed miserably twice. But I'm doing it for myself this time. So we'll see how he gets on. I'm sure we'll check in and see what he's doing. My only part...
He's keeping very quiet about it.
He's not been very active in the forum. I notice he has been... looking in, because there's been discussions about things that have been propping up, but he's been very quiet. I think he's keeping to himself. I think he doesn't want to get smacked down.
He's failed already. That's it. He's bought himself a new one.
I blagged him and Justin at the weekend when they were playing Diablo, but I couldn't join their game because they had fucking girly characters at level 10 and 13, and I couldn't get on them. Gavin was playing with them as well. It was the weird. Have you ever watched people? They're on Twitch, and there's that delay between Twitch, but they're not. It's not like they're playing as a group. They're all over the fucking shop. There's like any one time you only saw two of them together because one of them had fucked off somewhere else and got lost, and then Colin would turn up like some senile old granddad going, "Oh, I found you." So I blagged them. I probably roasted them a bit, and I probably need to apologise because I may have sworn.
So just to clarify, he does mention the unmentionable. So he says, "My only purchase this year will be a Switch, because mentally I'm 6.5, and Zelda Breath of the Wild."
Asshole.
Both are late Christmas presents from his wife. So fair enough. So that's it really. He's going to keep us updated on a monthly basis. He still thinks we should have stuck to our special edition pre-orders. As you said, it wasn't for the games, but the extra new and shiny stuff that comes with the special editions. But fair play to us for cancelling the pre-orders. I think just for sake of my own sanity and not having certain members of the previous years hounding us continuously throughout the year, it's probably the more sane decision. But I don't regret my choice. What about you, Steve-O? Do you regret your decision to steer away from the special editions?
I've not. None of them have been announced that that I'm interested in. It would have been the Final Fantasy 12. I know there's a release date for that, but there's no actual
data yet.
Editions coming up. I probably will get the collector's edition that anyway, but it is my Joker, so it doesn't really matter. As for the Final Fantasy collection, there's no date. There's no news coming out from Square Enix. Don't even know if it's a real thing
even
yet.
Going to be this year?
Yeah, I mean, Final Fantasy VII Remake is looking like it could be pushed back to next year, based on things coming from the producer. So, to be honest,
take it as it comes.
I'm going to miss out on a couple of things, but I don't. My main reason I don't want them now is I don't want in, say, Year of Shame 8 this to be referred to as the collector's edition gate or anything like that. I just want a nice clean Year of Shame. Let's get on with it.
Clean, yeah, that's a good call. So he says, best of luck to you all. I think it's going to be a fun ride with lots of great personalities on this year's podcast. Take care, regards, Colm, Amiibogate, Sheridan. So obviously, when he's talking about the personalities, he's obviously talking about you, Trev.
I don't have a personality. I just have voices in my head.
That's
They
the
have
personalities. So
Yeah, I was going to say, it's not a personality.
yeah. So
It's
shall we
multiple.
move on to questions? So we do have quite a few questions come in from the community. So I'll fire them off, and we'll see where they go. Oh, for fuck's sake! Right, some of these questions are very bizarre. So let's.
I did ask for smut.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go with. I'm going to start odd. No, I'm going to start odd because some of them are a little bit, and I'll put them in later. But let's start with an actual gaming related one. So, who is the sexiest NPC you're expecting to encounter on your Year of Shame? So let's start with that. So shall we start with you, Trevor?
Fucking hell. Given I haven't played the games, I'll probably pop back into Fallout 4, so it's Piper or Kate.
Yeah, okay, it's a fair call.
I'm planning on revisiting Mass Effect 2 pretty soon. So, Miranda? Is it Miranda? Is that her name? You guys can't hear me, can you?
Yes.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Yes, we can.
What is going on?
Go.
So, let's start again. I do plan on revisiting Mass Effect 2 pretty soon. So, you've got... Is it Miranda?
Because you've got a
Miranda.
choice.
Miranda.
You've got a wealth
Not
of
Miranda.
choices there.
Not Miranda. Who's the one with the skinhead? The girl with the
Oh,
skinhead?
Jack.
What's her name?
Is it Jack?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why? What is it about her?
Yeah. Tough girl
I don't know.
thing.
It was Miranda that did it for me.
Is it? Either way. Fun times to be had there.
Steve-O?
Well, it's so good. I've still got the 2 Witcher 3 expansions to do.
Oh, yeah.
So
is it Yen?
It'll be the eternal battle between Yennefer and
This
Triss.
is it. The eternal battle.
No, it's Trish, obviously.
No, it's the threesome.
Well, it is so far at the
That's what you
moment,
go
yes. Got me a thing for redheads.
It can't be, what's the other one? Yolanda.
Yennefer.
Yennefer. Who's the one with the blonde hair? That bitch. The one who gets you all sexed up and fucks up and leaves you there.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. That's I can't remember her name.
The one you see.
She's right at the start.
She
She's
near the
right at the
beginning.
start.
Yeah.
She went start. Oh, I killed her off. She's dead.
Oh, God, I didn't kill her off.
Spoilers.
Is that the one?
It's the witch.
Yeah,
one
the
where
witch.
she-
Yeah.
Yeah, she's dead. She's dead. I killed
There's
her.
a very
Oh, you're a bastard.
yeah. Totally agree with you in that one. Jesus, Steve-O.
I had my wicked way with her on the side of the lakey kind of thing, and then we went and did the quest, and then she turned a bit evil, and I thought, fuck this. Bit psycho, so yeah, she got the good news for the sharp end of a stick.
You didn't use a bone saw and a sheet and a suitcase and cut her up and bury her somewhere. That's the normal way.
No,
to...
I just left her in the.
You just
I
left.
left her in the swamp.
God, people will find the body. You've got to hide the bodies of these. I've told you before.
Drowners have got her. Drowners have taken her away.
Oh yeah, okay, that's it.
Right, well, for myself, I've still got Mirror's Edge Catalyst, so it'd have to be Faith for me. So that's my choice.
Really? The tattoo on the
Doesn't
face
bother me.
It's just
No, not in the
off-putting.
slightest. No.
Yes, I agree.
Looks like a bit of black eye. Looks like someone was given a black eye with a cookie cutter or something.
Oh, do you know what? My internal monologue has stopped now. I'm not saying another word. I might go mute
In a
for
single
15
word,
seconds.
in a single word, fit. That's all I can say. In both definitions of the word. So yeah. So let's move on to one of the less savoury questions. So, how many shakes is a wank?
It's mine. I can watch it as fast as I like. So fuck you.
For me, it's 3 and done. 3 shakes. If you haven't cleared out by then fuck it. It's going back in the slacks anyway.
Sorry, is that 3 shakes and that's you done with your wank?
No, come on, of course not. No, it's when you're standing.
I'm sure you can get some medication
I'm reading
for
this
that.
question as
Delay
when you're
spray.
standing at a urinal and you're having a slash. How many shakes qualifies as you cleaning yourself off, and at what point does it become you just playing with yourself?
More than one is obscene.
Yeah, I'm a 50-year-old
it.
man. So once I've finished, I put it back in. My body then says, "Do you know what? I don't think we have finished. Get it back out. We'll have another piss." And then, so dumbass question.
I draw the line at 5.
Does he want me to put a YouTube picture up to show my technique for cleaning? Actually, get yourself some tissue, and then you make sure that any drips that you haven't got, they're done. That's the Arab way. Come on, everyone knows that. You get a tissue out first, so you don't touch your own cock, have a piss. You've washed your hands beforehand, bizarrely. Then you wash your hands afterwards. Or sometimes not. It's just weird. I think I've shared too much.
I think you may have. What about you, Steve-O?
Okay.
Sorry, more than one is obscene.
More than one shake.
Just, yeah.
One!
Yeah.
That's just unhygienic.
Your boxers must be ringing by the time you
unhygienic.
get home.
I'll ask the obvious question. Are you circumcised
that's a good
as
call,
well?
actually. That's a very good call.
Because I've got a foreskin, I could rappel down the side of this building right now. And don't start me on my old man testicles, because Jesus Christ, they're dragging on the floor as they are. And my hair that it grows out of inappropriate places. If I was caught in the towering inferno, I'd be so sorted. I would just rappel down the side of the building. Done. Easy peasy. Old man problems. Again, think I'm sharing too much.
Okay, I think we'll move away from this question.
I've just got this image of you stretching out your scrotum and using it like a squirrel suit.
Yeah.
Flying around.
Darwin was correct. If there's a rain, if it rains out here, I don't need a fucking raincoat. I can just stretch my foreskin over the top of my head. I'm sorted.
Oh, please draw Trev. Oh, and doing a squirrel with scrotum. Please. Please, God.
Yeah. Okay, it just flows all over the place.
Oh, dear God. Okay.
I might just commission Terry to do that.
I'm hoping Terry will hear this. I'm hoping he will answer the call.
Maybe I'll commission Tony to do it for next year's EGX. It will be up for auction.
Oh, the flying fox.
You know, forget fucking Marvel and their films. It'll be Trev, the squirrel foreskin. Ka-ching!
Oh, dear. So, right. What is your largest animal you think you could throw over a crossbar? The animal is compliant, will be unharmed. There are crash mats on the other side. So, what is the largest animal you think you could throw over a crossbar?
Cat, easy. Done it.
Yeah, a cat would be easy, but that's not the largest, surely. Surely you must be able to think you can manage something else.
No.
I reckon a medium-sized penguin. It's aerodynamic. Get a bit of dart action going on.
It's aerodynamic.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a flying fucking penguin?
They don't fly.
Yes.
They don't fly. They go through the water pretty good.
So they're not.
You don't need them to fly.
They're not aerodynamic then, are they? They can't fucking fly. They're aquadynamic. Being a pedant, they're not aerodynamic. If they were aerodynamic, they'd fucking fly.
Right? No, cars can be aerodynamic. They don't fucking fly, do they?
Some do.
Some do.
No, they don't. Of course
Oh,
not.
okay then.
Going off a bridge.
Yeah,
basically.
but cars aren't. But cars aren't really noted for the fact that they swim in ice cold water, whereas penguins, if I don't mind me asking, fucking do.
You've got a point.
I'm using the principles. They're not flapping their wings, their stubby little wings, to kind of generate lift. All the power of flight is coming from me lobbing it towards a crossbar. So it's trying to when you're trying to throw a cat over a crossbar, it's going to be trying to go. Well, I'm trying to get my feet fucking down first here, and I'm going.
I mean,
meow
shit,
all
a
over
cat's
the
easy.
place.
That's just an easy throw.
Penguin.
Cats have got a fucking tail. You
like
can
a-
swing them around your head.
That's
with.
what I'm saying.
Ooh,
Yeah,
fuck.
that's an easy win. That's certainly not
Actually,
the
one of my
largest you
cats
can
doesn't have
do,
a tail.
surely. A large penguin, fair enough, Steve. What about yourself then? What do you think?
Oh, I don't know, like a sloth or something.
Sloths are quite smaller than that.
Ooh.
Yeah. I don't know, are they?
No one wants to go near a sloth. They're dirty. They really are dirty. They eat shit. Seriously.
Cats lick their
Most
own
most animals eat shit, mate.
Yeah. Rabbits eat their own shit.
Monkeys.
There's been
Monkeys will pick their shit up and throw it at
documented
you.
evidence. There's documented evidence of some sloths in Venezuela coming down the trees, getting into people's latrines, and actually scooping up, human shit and eating it, and then coming back out and going up the tree again.
Don't knock it if you haven't tried it. That's what I'm saying.
That might be a Saturday. That may be a deer.
Yeah. Let's face it, an emperor penguin basically rests its testicles on the ice all the time. So, yeah. I don't even know where that was going then. What was I fucking thinking?
I would say, personally, a medium canine. So, a medium-sized dog I could probably throw over a crossbar.
As long as it's got a tail, yeah, I could probably
yeah, I
do
mean,
that.
it's all about, it's all about momentum. I would say a medium dog. That's my call.
Who actually asked this question?
That's a very good. Simon Galloway asked this question. Thanks, Simon.
You're more mentally disturbed than I am, Simon. Why would you even think that? Actually, a small Thai prostitute probably I could handle, chucking over the. I've got a small lady boy because I've got something to hold on to for purchase.
Oh dear. And talking of mental, Adamski asks us, hey Adamski, when you settle down to dinner, prepare to devour your meal of meat and 2 veg, do you eat the stuff you don't really like first to get it out of the way and leave the best bit till last? Or do you prefer to have a selection of everything on your fork with each mouthful like a series of mini meals? Or do you take the meat first and leave the rubbish stuff till the end? He then adds...
I never take the meat first.
Well, we've heard that. And he asks at the end, does your answer reflect your approach to this challenge? That is quite an interesting question.
Well, it depends on what you're eating. If it's, I've got set definitions. I compartmentalise my food normally. Baked beans always have to get eaten first because they go cold. And plus, when you've dumped loads of vinegar on them as well,
why do you put vinegar on baked beans?
What?
Some vinegar on baked beans.
Who
It's
puts,
awesome.
who puts vinegar on beans, man? What's wrong with it?
You need to give it a try. But other than that,
Or not.
I'll eat meat first, always. Then any vegetables or sides, and then potatoes and chips last.
Okay.
And unless it's a Sunday roast where you've got to go little bits of everything. So yeah, always. But it doesn't affect the way I do my challenge. It's just.
Well, see, right, I think I can actually answer Adamski's question here with both those questions. I'm more of a little bit of everything sort of meal. It doesn't matter what meal it is, I'll have a little bit of everything. If it's mince and potatoes, I'll have a little bit of mince, a little bit of potatoes. If it's sausage, beans and chips, I'll have a bit of sausage, bit of chips, bit of beans. I don't eat certain things first. I tend to enjoy the component parts. So, in answer to Adamski's question, yes, I do approach the challenge in the same way, in that I take little bits of different types of games and try to play each of those on a given month. So I'll play little indie games, I'll play a AAA game, I'll play one of my Class 6s, and I'll try and keep myself ticking over with lots of different things all at once, rather than try to, burn myself out on things by eating it all at once. Just dumb. What about you, Trev?
I've never actually thought about how I eat shit.
I hope you've never thought about
wife's
eating
Filipino,
shit,
for fuck's sake. So
Definitely the culprit for your episode.
Without a doubt.
So most dishes my wife ever makes for me or her family makes for me are just a joke to see if the white guy will eat that crap. But
I've seen the egg video.
I
Yeah.
don't. Oh, fucking hell.
I don't watch that video because
I know exactly what it is, and it's foul. I would probably try.
There are worse fucking things than that. They have this is another one. If you ever go to the Philippines, do not eat the chocolate pudding because there is no chocolate in it. It's just pig's blood in a stew. So I mean, I could eat black pudding, but
That sounds like black pudding.
Food wise, no.
I have that on a Sunday, nearly like every other weekend.
It's just boiled blood stew. So I don't really think of a method of how I eat shit. Maybe a little bit of what everyone else has said.
Yeah.
But gaming wise, I would normally stick with one game because I can't be asked. I sometimes get confused with how the controllers work if I keep switching between games. So I'll normally stick to one game, finish that, and then go on to something else. I mean, I will drop back into Fallout 4 because the muscle memory comes back straight away. Obviously, same with World of Ships. World of Ships is quite forgiving.
Yeah.
It's very slow paced.
Yeah.
But I couldn't jump on GTA 5 now and instantly get into the swing of that game because I know Triangle opens the door and everything else.
Yeah.
But, other games would just confuse me. So I stick to one game at a time normally.
Yeah. Okay. So just for yourself, Linton. So the question still remains: do you play your games, the game your challenge, the same way you eat your meals? Do you eat it all in one go? Do you eat component parts, or what?
I'll always go for the veg first, get rid of that, and then leave the meat for last.
So is that how you're approaching the challenge? Getting rid of all the crappy games first, and then leaving the good games to the end?
No, well, not yet. No, I've sort of played a couple of big games to start.
So you've gone for the meat first. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope that answers your question, Adamski. God only knows. It may have not. But we'll move on to the next question, which is: have you thought of a forfeit for anyone who fails during the challenge? If it does, if so, does it involve any ritualistic beatings or self-flagellation? Okay.
I'm just going to flick shit at myself.
We've already established that there's a forfeit, haven't we? And we'll be buying the game. If we buy a game, we're buying another copy to
That's
sell at the
very
auction.
true. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or get stuck in the lift with me for 24 hours with Jack Daniels and a case of Coke and see who survives the earliest.
Yeah.
See whose sanity breaks first. And then you can watch me fling shit in a lift.
Right, so we'll move on to the next question because I think we've answered that. Yeah, we've got a forfeit. It's not exactly an imaginative one, but we've got one no matter. There's no self-flagellation, there's no ritualistic beatings as yet. So it's just a simple forfeit to allow someone to purchase a game for the charity. So it's all good. So Lethal G-Man asks us, if the four of you were members of the A-Team, which one would you be and why? I think we're going to have a fight here.
Why? Do you all want to be
I'm
B.A.
thinking I'm more of a Hannibal type character myself, but...
Oh, we're not going to have a fight.
Okay, so... Who's Howling Mad then?
I think we should nominate each
It's got to
other.
be Trev. It's got to be Trev.
Sorry? No, I was going to...
I don't think you're mad enough.
I'd clearly
Howling
be
Mad.
Murdoch. I'd be the mental one, sitting in a room somewhere, drinking my way and just escaping.
See, I was going to go for Murdoch. But only because I share the same birth. I share the birthday as Dwight Schultz. Me and him have the same birthday.
Oh, dear. Yeah. So, any preferences, you guys?
I don't want to go to a plane.
Alright, okay. So that leaves Linton to be face then. He's a pretty one.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, I'm not handsome enough to be face, for fuck's sake. Look at me.
I didn't want to nominate myself to be the face, but yeah.
So let's move on to the next question then. Out of general geeky curiosity, what microphones are you all using and who's on editing duties? So I'll answer first from my end. I stick with my gaming headset, so I'm using the Razer Manor 7.1 gaming headset. That's what I use to record with, that's what I use to game with, pretty much nice all-rounders, so yeah, I'm happy with that.
Me, yeah, I'm using Trevor's burp now. I use my gaming headset as well. I've got a pair of Turtle Beach PX5s that I've attached via a Sound Blaster USB video audio card, and they seem to work okay. Get a fairly decent sound off them, I think. And to answer the second part, it's usually me doing the editing duties. Has been so far, and I think I'll just carry on doing it. I enjoy it.
Therapeutic.
It's very relaxing. It is. It's very. Spending 2 hours deleting breath sounds on a video.
Linton, I've got to ask Linton, does your headset actually even have a brand?
No, hold on.
It's generico.
It's a Dynamo M90.
I think you may need to invest in something.
Do you know what it is? Go have a look in Audacity and see if you've got the Brum filter set, because I think that's what's happening. I think Skype's going, oh, have you heard this guy speaking? Just cut him off a couple of seconds. He'll fucking get on to it in a minute. All right, our kid. Oof, done. Skype does not recognise your accent. And that was a bit South African there.
Oh, dear. So, I'm guessing it's just a standard brand, is it? Like Office brand type one?
Yeah, I googled Skype mic and bought the first one I found. It cost £6.99.
This I have a Snowball because this is my Skype rig for work and talking to the missus.
Right, okay. And what about the headset? Because I noticed the licorice laces hanging out your ears.
Oh no, this is any old fucking dickhead headset I can find. I do have my other shit headsets, but they don't fucking work. I've got more headsets than I can shake a fucking stick at. So I've got an Alienware headset somewhere, and they're in a box. I've got PS4 headsets. So no, this is just a headset I just stick into the Snowball.
Oh, okay.
So I can talk to people and pretend I'm interested in their meetings and their point of view.
So that answers Mr. Moore's first question. The second question he put up here is from the gang. Who is he going to be able to give major hugs at EGX this year? Right, so I'll field that personally. I'm going to be there, so you can give me as many hugs as you like, Matt.
I'll be there. Hotel rooms booked.
That's the dumbest fucking question I've ever heard anyone ask the four of us. Are we going to be at EGX?
Are we going to be at
I'm going to buy the all-day pass and never
go
walk
to get pissed. Yeah, I think that's pretty much a guarantee.
Next Wednesday, by the way. Buy your tickets next Wednesday.
Yeah, it's in the calendar. The hotel room is booked.
I've found for the last few years now, I've bought tickets to go into the show and never actually went into the show. I've spent like maybe an hour or 2 hours at most in the actual show floor. So I think I'm just going to fuck it off this year. I think I'm just going to leave it alone, not go in, not see anything that's going to make me really fucking pissed off.
You waste your time by buying the armband for never going in.
No, I'm going to go down and I'm going to get fucking wellied.
Oh, I'm probably going to give up alcohol this year and not doing
fucking liar. Fucking bullshit.
Yeah. Actually, last year my wife dragged me into the show and expected me to explain what everything was. Well, I don't know, I've never fucking been in the place. All I've done is picked up the ticket, ended up in the atrium bar. What the fuck do you want me to do? It's for the kids playing games, for fuck's sake. Do you know how many diseases I can get in there? Look at that handset there.
Oh dear. So I think that answers your question, Matt. You're going to have a group hug from the lot of us, mate. So let's move on to the last couple of questions we've got here. What we've got from Mr. Hunter VP himself. So I'll go with his second question first because I think that'll be a shorter answer. First, what he's asked is of all the games you've currently classified during this challenge, have any yet made you think that could have been Game of the Year candidate for the year it got released? Anybody? Anybody classified anything you think could have been a Game of the Year contender?
The answer's no.
Child of Light was good. Really
Game
enjoyed it, but it's not a Game of the Year.
See, I'm of the same. There's a lot of good games that I've completed so far in the challenge, but I certainly wouldn't say any of them are Game of the Year contenders. It's definitely just not that quality yet.
Actually, I tell a lie, because I played Dishonored 2 and Fallout 4. And Fallout 4 is obviously going to be Game of the Year anyway. And I think, is Dishonored 2, that
was last year.
Was that a contender? Was that a Game of the Year award winner?
I don't know. Would you consider it a Game of the Year for last year?
Well, I'm going to have to play Assassin's Creed this year, so of course it fucking is, because Assassin's Creed is shit.
Yeah,
compared to what Dishonored 2
we shall get to that. I mean, I finished an Assassin's Creed this month, the Assassin's Creed China, the 2D platformer one. It's actually quite good. I quite enjoyed it. I ain't going back to it, but I'm looking forward to hearing what Trev says about his Assassin's Creed exploits. But with that, we'll move on to the next question from Pete. So if you were not doing the Year of Shame Challenge, how many games so far this year would you have picked up? So he says, for example, he can think of 4 off the top of his head he would have picked up, which is Yakuza 0, Nioh, For Honor, and Sniper Elite 4. So, gentlemen, This is what I was referring to. We come full circle when I was talking about us reprieving ourselves a little bit here. So how many games would you have picked up? So we'll start with you, Linton. How many games so far this year do you think you would have picked up if you weren't on this challenge? And I know your challenge is slightly different because you've got your child now. That's your main push.
Yeah.
But let's say that wasn't the case and you were on your regular buying habits. How many of those would you have picked
That's right.
up?
It wouldn't have stopped me. It wouldn't have stopped me buying anything anyway. But I'd have picked up Resident Evil 7, Neo, For Honor, and probably Halo Wars 2. So that's 4.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. I thought that might have been the case. Trev, what about yourself?
I'd have picked up 3.
Okay.
I'd have probably... Honor would have been an outside bet. Sniper Elite 4 would be. And even though I have to say it myself, I probably would have picked up Criminal Girls for a PS4.
Okay, Steve.
Because I own it on the PS Vita.
Yeah, that's
so
justification.
obviously I need to own it on another
You
platform.
tell that to a court.
It's just from a collector's point of view. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You tell that to a jury of your peers. Steve.
Well, Rolf Harris said it was okay.
If you can keep a straight face, Steve.
Yeah, I would have probably picked up 5 or 6. There's obviously Sniper Elite 4, Yakuza 0, Neo. I would have got caught up in the hype for them because everyone was talking about them. I would have also got Halo Wars 2, Kingdom Hearts 2.9. Would have got that just because it's Kingdom Hearts, and I've never played them before, so
Resident Evil.
I can't think of anything else. Resident Evil I probably would have got just because I have all the other Resident Evils.
But they would they have been day one purchases?
Yes,
because Yakuza 0, I could leave that and wait till it came out cheap.
I probably would, but the fact that a lot of people started talking about it, I would have started looking at it.
It is a hate train, does get to you. I mean, certainly from myself, I'm looking at Yakuza was on the back burner, so I may have been, may have not been, but Nio, For Honor, Sniper Elite, they would have been guaranteed. Resident Evil would have been guaranteed for me. Halo Wars would have been a maybe. So there's certainly games there that I would have definitely picked up without a doubt, and I think that's that. When I said at the start, we were talking about how gutted we are that we're missing out on some of these games. If we'd picked these games up on day one purchases, what are you talking, £50 a piece, £50 a pop?
Yeah.
So, Lynn, you've saved so far this year £200 by not picking them up.
Around about that, yeah.
On day one,
Yeah.
Trev, £150 for not picking up those 3, although I doubt Criminal Girls would have sold at £50. You'd probably pick it up for a £5 and a blowjob at the back of a Budgeons. But
No, I'd have got the Japanese version.
okay, £5 and some
real.
bukkake. Steve-O, you're saving like 350 notes, mate. And myself,
exactly.
I'm looking at about £250 easy. So this is how I'm justifying it to myself in my own mind, and how I'm looking at it. The amount of money that I'm saving by taking part in this challenge justifies, or at least partially reprieves, some of the pain that I feel when I see these guys talking about some of the great games that they're playing at the moment. So it's all well and good, but I think I can suffer the slings and arrows of watching these guys play some of these great games and raving about them, because I know a lot of them are going to be fed up with it in a couple of weeks, and we'll be moving on to the next new thing. And
as soon as Mass Effect Andromeda comes out, pretty much everything will be dropped. And
people will be on that. They'll complete that. Something else will come out, and the next big thing will tear them away from that. So I'm of the opinion at the moment now that, it's going to be hard. It's going to be a challenge. I never thought it wasn't going to be, but I think putting the money value against some of these things and what I could have been spending is making things so much easier for me to digest. It's making it easier for me to swallow.
I mean, probably should have mentioned this in Thoughts and Feelings. The fact that not been buying any of these 6 or 7 games and looking at stuff on my pile, playing stuff that probably would never have gone around to. So stuff like Star Ocean would have sat there for another 6-8 months. And I'm actually glad I'm playing it now. It's actually quite a good game. I'm playing that Not a Hero that came on PS Plus this month. It's really enjoying that as well. So, yeah, it's just... There's loads of stuff that I feel as though I should have played and didn't because I've just bought the next big thing. So I think I'm going to start looking at Bastion this month as well. That and finishing off Black Flag. So yeah, I'm glad I'm on the challenge. I'm happy about it.
You sound happy. So I think we'll round out this question and answer time with one final question, which is from Monty Mark Monaghan. Who do each of you think is most likely to crack or cheat first? And which game is it you think will be their downfall? So, do you know what? I'm going to put this to Trev. I think he'll be the most barefaced, straight and honest about it. So, Trev, out of the three of us, you can't pick yourself because that would just be stupid. Out of the three of us, who do you think is most likely to crack?
You.
Fuck you, bitch. Why is that?
No, seriously, I think you'll crack first.
Okay.
I think because look at the size of your fucking pile. You're just a collector of trash shit. I think you'll crack.
Says the man that buys every Japanese piece of shit that comes out.
I buy quality Japanese shit. Some of those girls definitely look like they're over the age of 16. It's actually, I think this is a hard one. I don't think I will crack. It's between you and Steve. I don't think Linton will crack. But I think it's between you two. And I'm going for you.
That's charming. Right, okay, no, I'll take it on the chin.
Oh, a second. You wanted to ask basically the most honest fucking person, and you don't like the fucking answer. It's not going to be you, did you? It's Steve. Steve's clearly going to crack.
If you believe it's me, that's fine. I will be quite happy to prove you wrong. Personally, I honestly can't see any of us cracking. I think the guys last year have set a precedent that to my memory, I don't recall ever happening, and that nobody fucking cracked last year. They all did it. They all worked their way through it and got through it, and I think that's kind of inspired. It certainly inspired me to take part in this challenge, and I certainly have a strict aim as to what I'm going for clearing to do with this challenge, and I'm currently on course to do it. So I think I'll stick it out to the end. I think Steve-O, with his change of approach on some of the things, has got a very, very successful chance of sticking it out right through. Trev, you're just a miserable bastard that never buys anything, so I think you'll be okay. And Linton doesn't have any money anymore because he's got a kid, so it's I think we're all good.
Exactly.
Yeah. Unless Senra Kagura or Criminal Girls comes out on PSVR, then that might be I'll buy the whole kit.
VR and all.
And if I have touchy-feely gloves as well.
So what about you, Linton? Who out of the four of us do you think would crack?
I've got to mirror what you said, really. I don't think anybody will. If I'm surprised that nobody's actually said that I might do, seeing as I'm the only one who's openly said that I'm struggling at the moment. But yeah, I don't think any of us will do it. I think we'll be fine.
No, hold a second. That wasn't the fucking question. You had to name someone. Why? See, I get to go first, and I had to name one, and now we've all bullshitted out, going, "No, I don't think any of us."
That's
will.
not true. That's not true.
Okay, well, I think the most likely. I think the most likely to crack is me. Then, if I'm completely honest.
You can't name yourself. That was part of the question.
You said who?
It wasn't actually. I just said that to spur you to say somebody else.
Okay, shall we explain that to Linton? No, our kid. You can't name anyone else. You can't name yourself. You have to name one of the other people. All right.
I read the question, and that's not what it says.
See, Trev, if you bother to actually take your time to read the questions, you know that's not the case. You could have nominated yourself if you want. I just thought it wouldn't be very entertaining to hear you say, I think it'll be me. So.
Well, it's not going to be me. I already know that. I'm not going to fail.
No, you think it'll be me.
Because you asked me, could I name someone who's failed? So what was going? I'm not going to pick Linton because I don't. Now the ones I would pick is you and Steve because you're collectors. Now I already know that nothing's coming out that I would pick. Oh, maybe that could be my Joker. There are no 2 games coming out. If this was a year where Fallout 5 and another Elder Scrolls were coming out, then I'd go, bit dodgy, I'm fucked. But no, there's nothing coming out. Answers the question.
That's fair enough.
Not even Elder Scrolls Online Morrowind.
No, because I'm still.
Right.
No. Do you know, I haven't gone back to Elder Scrolls Online for ages. And anyway, my PSN is going to fucking expire soon in March, thanks to those arseholes. So I won't be able to play online a great deal unless it gets dodgy. That's another story. Don't worry about that.
So, Steve-o, you haven't answered.
About 2 weeks ago, I would have said myself, because I was in a wee bit wappy and I was close. If I had have done, it would have been an accident. Not a deliberate thing. It's just I didn't know what I was doing a couple of times. But
the Baron von Pleb defense, I believe. I was drunk and I ordered something.
No, it wasn't a drug. No, seriously, the medication I'm on, it was having some serious side effects a couple of weeks back. So, no, to be honest, I don't think anyone will crack, but I think I've got a funny feeling someone will be called cheating, and I don't know how people are going to take the Horizon Zero Dawn thing. Did you?
You can check it. It's not going to be there.
Is it not going to be there? Did you cancel Horizon Zero Dawn in the end? I thought
I cancelled both. Both orders
because it was Amazon. Oh, I did not know.
Even though I was saving like 40 quid on the game, I still cancelled it.
Yeah. See, I thought that was still coming.
Hold on, how come he doesn't get a hard time for saying you would break first when I did?
Well, I didn't say it was going to break. I thought some people might call foul.
No, I'm talking to Digi. I'm talking to Digi gives me a hard time because I say he's going to fail first. You say the same fucking thing, and you get a free.
Because I'm used to the abuse now.
No, I didn't say you would fail.
Oh,
I didn't say you'd fail. I said you might get accused of cheating.
You say you saved the money,
right then.
Dig, on the Zero Horizon Dawn, but you'll save that money anyways.
This is it, exactly. This is the way I was looking at it. I spent a couple of hours dealing with Amazon's customer service because they're. By the way, just an official announcement here. Amazon's customer service suck ass. But I spent a couple of hours with them to get that sorted, and they gave me discounts so I could purchase it for a lot cheaper than what I'd actually originally ordered for. But at the end of the day, it's probably not any cheaper than what I'll pick it up for in January of 2018. So, I was getting it for 25 quid.
Yeah.
So, exactly. Come January, it'll probably be that price because it is a single player experience, so there's no, So, I cancelled that as well.
So, going back to my answer then, I think the person to crack first will be Trev. Because he won't give a fuck. And be like, what are you going to do? I fucking bought a game.
That is sort of a reasonable call, I guess. But no, I don't think there's anything coming out this year that would necessarily float my boat that I'd have to go beyond a joke to get. No. Unless I got really drunk and ordered a whole load of shit.
It'll be E3. Bethesda are going to announce
but E3 is what, July?
They will, and it'll be released within a week.
I don't believe it.
Look at Fallout 4. Fallout 4, they announced it, and it was out in a couple of months later. Okay, it didn't fucking work, but it did come out. Bethesda aren't...
They're not quick turnaround. Admittedly, they did that with the Fallout Shelter. The mobile game.
Well, they did it with Fallout 4. Fallout 4 was announced and released in the same year.
No. What I'm meaning is the immediacy of it. So, like Fallout, the Bethesda E3 last year.
Fallout Shelter was an iOS game.
And guess what? We're releasing a mobile game, and it's out now. You can get it tomorrow. So I don't see Bethesda doing that. I did see if they've got anything to announce, they'll announce it. But I think it'll be late it'll be fall of this year or Q1 next year. So if they announce anything, I don't see it for a problem.
I can't see an Elder Scrolls game coming out this year.
No.
They've done the new online, so I don't think there's anything there.
I don't know. That's a separate
And
department, though.
CD Projekt Red is beyond.
It is a separate department with the ESO. So I could see them possibly announcing a new Elder Scrolls single player game at the end of this year at E3. I can see them doing that. It wouldn't surprise me if it did. I can't see them doing another Fallout just yet because it's too close to Fallout 4, but it's been a while since the last Elder Scrolls game. You're looking, 4 years now?
Yeah.
So, 2013?
Oh yeah, thanks for that. That's giving me something to fucking think about all night now. Maybe there's an Elder Scrolls game coming out this year. I don't know. You would have heard something by now.
No. But Bethesda are quite good at keeping their cards close to their chest. A lot of people come out with like, oh look, this is the new Fallout New Vegas 2, and you're like, no, that's just bullshit. And Bethesda come out and say, no, that's just bullshit. And then they'll come out and announce like Fallout 4, and there was some details leaked about it, but they kept it close to their chest. They didn't acknowledge any of it. In fact, they flat out denied a lot of it just to put people off. So no, I can't see them like letting slip just yet. They might have something already in development.
If there was an Elder Scrolls game, that would be my Joker, and I would leave. What's the cowboy game?
The
cowboy game.
Red Dead
Redemption.
That's the one I'm thinking. That would be then pushed to 2018. Because I'm not failing, just because no.
We'll see.
We'll see. Fucking forget it, for Christ's sake. I become the second column.
The second column. Oh my god, that sounds like an infiltration from Donald Trump. Welcome the second column.
Yeah. Don't start with Donald Trump.
We don't have a podcast long enough. We don't have a recording time long enough to start you on Donald Trump. I think we need to. That's all the question and answers completed anyway. We'll move on to Linton. What we got now?
Yep. So we're done with questions and answers, and that leads us on to domestics and the wrap up. So thanks everyone for listening. You can email us if you like. It's yoschallenge5@gmail.com. I'm on Twitter, Linton_86. Derek is A Digital Pariah. Stephen is Steve OA76. And Trevor, you'll find Trevor at TrevDBX. DXB. Yeah, I always get that one wrong, don't I?
Trev DBX is some other arsehole. You don't want that poor bastard getting my shit.
Trev DBX is a link to specialised dildo makers. There's the Facebook group as well. The Facebook group is YoS Challenge 5. I think we'll be putting a shout out next time to get some feedback from the rest of the community members that are partaking in the challenge to give us an update on their progress as well. I think that's a good idea. Do you? Get a bit of input from those. I'll be putting out a quick poll sometime within the next week. I want somebody to decide what my next game is that I'm going to play. Give me something to aim towards because I need to start making some progress. And other than that, that's domestics done.
Cool.
I hope you're going to put Resident Evil 5 on your poll.
Oh, I'll play that, mate. We'll play that, Cole. We need to do that together.
Because I've got that on the
I'm saving
Xbox,
that for you.
Unfortunately, so you guys have got it on the PS4, so I can't even play it co-op by you.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
Gutted, because I've got that and 6 on the Xbox unplayed, funnily enough.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I haven't played 6 actually.
I've played like a couple hours of 5, and I really enjoyed it. It just didn't have anyone to play co-op with, and I felt that is the way it was meant to be played. It certainly seemed designed that way. So yeah, I'll have to find some Xbox buddy. That's obviously not going to be Trev, because Trev fucking detests Xbox, all things Xbox. So I'll have to find someone non-Year-of-Shame related to partake in some Resident Evil fun, if that's the case.
So that's us wrapping up then, guys. So thanks for downloading and listening. We haven't had any iTunes reviews this month, so if anybody feels fit to do so, please drop in and drop us a review if you could. And that leaves us all to say
and bonus
goodbye.
points to anybody that calls Trevor a cunt in those iTunes reviews. So
Yeah.
I never used that word this month. I was a good
That's
boy.
very true. It's very true.
Yes, it's a relatively
There's a
clean
lot
episode.
of shit,
compared to-
but
Well, no, wait a second. Last time, it's because you guys messed around trying to sort your sound out and left me to my own designs whilst drinking. What state did you think I was going to be in? We're actually finishing this on the same day we started. Jesus Christ, how drunk was I the last time?
Very.
Yes, I know. It was very embarrassing. And I never even interrupted anyone today. Answered their questions. Not saying I did interrupt you. Never mind.
bye.
Bye. Understand.
Bye, everyone.
Catch you next month.
Yeah. You're a bunch of worthless cunts anyway.